The civil team at Autodesk has made some great advancements to pressure networks over the past few years. 2024 is no exception. One nagging issue that's been fixed this year is the inability to use annotative symbology for fittings and appurtenances. These objects were modeled at a fixed size. When printed at, say, 1 to 1,000, they can be far too small. Setting a smaller scale helps, but you can't rely on this. Here in 2024, these objects can be annotative, and they're displayed more to the liking of most consultants that I work with, at least. The labels and symbols all appear well-sized relative to each other when different scales are set. So this is great news for us civil users, as it means we can really begin to use pressure networks in earnest. But don't click away from this video yet, though. Editing those styles and their blocks can be just a little bit tricky unless you know the secret. And here's where you'd normally start, by creating some blocks for your fittings. Then the style is created using that block and setting the new Use Drawing Settings option to make the symbol annotative. Job done, right? Not so fast. These two bends should be the same size, but they aren't. Why? The style's heights are the same. That's just it. The heights are the same. They actually need to be different. Civil 3D's annotative style height settings take the distance from the lowest point in the geometry to the highest point in the geometry and make that the height specified in the style. So, each style needs its own height setting. It can be a little time consuming to get the correct height for each of your styles, but it works. I'll give you an alternative, however. Here, I've added a circle to the block definition to all my fittings. It's on layered def points, so it doesn't print, and it's gray and dashed, so it's not overly obvious to the user. By the way, if you decide to use this option, your users need to be educated about that circle so you don't have to answer the same question 100 times. The Civil 3D style sees that circle and sizes the annotative symbol based on its height from the bottom to the top. As long as your actual geometry lies within that circle, all your symbols will be displayed correctly and the same. Better, the style heights can be all the same as well. So that problem is solved. But there's one more thing you need to be aware of. Don't place your fittings and appurtenances too close to each other if they will be displayed in multiple viewport scales. As the scale changes, they'll resize, as you'd expect, but if they're close enough, they'll eventually overlap. Not much can be done about this right now, so just keep an eye out. Enjoy, and good luck.